Good afternoon. Myself, I'm Dr.M innovator from DTCFC. Today, I'm here to give a video on DT with my first year kids. Before getting into the video, I just want my kids to give a short intro on that. Hello everyone, I am Mukesh, first year of DT from SNS College of Health.
Hello everyone, I am Dr.M, CSE Department, SNS.
Hello everyone, I am Ideate from CSE Department, SNS.
Hello everyone, I'm Madhav Sai, first year EC Empathize.
So today we are going to discuss about design thinking. There are 5 followed steps. First, empathize. Second, define. Third, ideate. And fourth, prototype. And fifth, test. So we'll discuss among the tests.
Today I'd like to talk about the first and the main stage of design thinking, empathize. Empathize means understanding the people what we are designing for, or understanding their needs, experience, and empathize means understanding the people we are designing for. Instead of making assumptions, we rather put our shoes in their perspective. For example, imagine designing a mobile app for an elderly people.
Okay, so now we have second stage of design thinking, that is define. Now what I personally feel is define is the most overlooked step in design thinking, and people just don't take it into account that this define step entirely tells us what we are trying to achieve with this, and if you get that one problem statement wrong, whatever you're achieving is of no use at the end of the day. So this is, let's just call it the most critical step of design thinking too. Now let's use an example. So let's take that there's this person who always goes to their office and eats brunch, skips their breakfast usually, and their need is to get a fast blender. Now what we need isn't the faster blender itself; it's what the inside is. It's they might be feeling guilty that I'm not getting to eat my breakfast with my family every day, so that might be a problem. So when we get that one insight, the way we can solve that particular problem is a lot more easier, because when there's a specific problem, there are multiple ways to solve that. And with define, I think we get to discover all those ways. Thank you.
So I'm going to explain about the third step, that is ideate. Ideate is the third step for design thinking, where we focus on generating creative ideas and problem solving. So this is a goal to think freely and explore possibilities and encourage innovations. Let me share a real-time example. If a student forgot to take its notebook every day, and during this ideate stage, we could brainstorm the solution, such as digital notebook taking and setting reminders, setting a lockers, shared classroom resources. So from my perspective, ideate is a solution that we can open up our mind and share our own thoughts in a different ways. Then ideate is useful because it helps us to discover better solution and many solutions at the same time. Thank you.
Everyone. So let me explain about one main thing in the design thinking, and that thing is prototype. So in design thinking, prototype is one of the main thing that plays a very important role in design thinking. So what is prototype? Prototype is just a model or a visual explanation for that one new innovation which is coming into the world in the futures or in a now present world, whatever it may be. So prototype is the one of the main thing that is used to visualize the new images or new ideas to everyone. So there are 5 steps involved in this prototype, and the first one is visualize ideas, and the second one is test solutions, and the third one is gathering the comments or any feedbacks from the users, and the fourth one is very important thing, and the fourth one is improve the design for that one specific products, and after that last one is reducing risk. So first of all, we need to create an image or a visual representation for the new innovation. After innovating that, we need to give a practical solution or a practical image for gathering users feedback. So before investing lot of money in that product, we need to gather some feedbacks from the users. So after gathering that information from the users, we need to improve our designs or we need to improve our protocols in that one specific innovations. So after completing these all things, we need to look at the risk which is there in that new product. So after completing these all statements, we just go there to publish that one product to the world. So these are the main things that are involved in the prototypes. So for the real life example, if we are going to innovate one new thing like smart water bottle system means, and before producing lot of products like thousands of manufacturing product, sorry, before manufacturing lot of bottles like thousands of new features, like thousands of new products, so before creating lot of things we need to execute with one single product. So after executing that one single product, we will find out lot of mistakes and we will find out new risks, and there are some lot of drawbacks in that one specific product. So after figuring out all the mistakes, we need to improve our product with users. So after getting a feedback from users, we will refine and we will re-execute the products, and after all this process, we just innovate our new idea into that new specific and so instead of manufacturing thousands of products based on their suggestions, and you improve the designs before launching with the suggestions of the users. So these are the conclusions for my prototype in this design thinking. So thank you.
Now we have final stage of design thinking, which is to test. What we do here is to take all of our prototypes and give it to users, take their feedbacks and understand what exactly is going wrong and what's going right, what people like, what they don't like. Taking all of that in a pool, and then we put it back into, again, empathy. So it's a cyclic process. It keeps going on again and again till we get our desired output, our desired reaction from the people. That's what's happening. Thank you. To summarize all of the 5 stages, let's start with empathy. Empathize is understanding what the person actually needs. Getting the data in is what we're doing in empathy. Then to define is to get a final problem statement out of all of this, to understand from everything and finally decide on what we have to do in this particular project. And then we have ideate. We have to, start being creative, start brainstorming on what we need, what we do. Next, we have prototype, creating our designs for the solution we have prepared, creating multiple of them to get our desired reviews. And test is finally getting the reviews in. And this process keeps going on again and again. Now that, in short, is design thinking.